The chief deputy at the jail, 6 digits a year, plus retirement. Is that a necessity? I mean, there's money there. It's mismanaged.
I'll turn to the county administrator, and I'll turn to our auditor and our treasurer who were just recently elected. And these guys are smart people that know money and so forth. Tell me where in this budget, and I heard what you said about the chief deputy. I'm not sure, by the way, what his actual salary is. I don't know that any of them are making 6 figures, but they have, I think there's 3 or 4.
It is. There is, in 2010, there was no one, to the best of my recollection, that made over $100,000.
I just don't want the comparison of our issues out here with, and it is safety, as Mrs. Miller said, with the health issues. Children
I had a flood problem too back in '03, you know, the 100-year rain. It comes every year.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's going to get fixed, and we all know that until you guys get money.
Just the basic maintenance of making sure the end of it where it drains into SIPO is open. Gary had told me in a phone conversation that there's debris built up there in SIPO, and that's one of the reasons why on May 24th we had geysers in our yard because of the force of the backup. All the water that's trying to get out was backing up. And so to me, yes, I understand there's no money that ditch can't be replaced or repairs done to it, but let's take care of what's there and make sure what is there at least can drain properly to where it's supposed to drain to.
I would encourage you that if the tax issue does pass, that we dedicate a portion of that to drainage issues across this county and start working on that with a sincere commitment to put dollars allocated so we can get equipment and employees back to where they used to be, to maintain these things, get them up to speed, because these people cannot continue to live in dangerous situations that are driving them bankrupt.
Like say, you know, if something isn't addressed with the drainage, the homes are going to deteriorate from mold. People they can only afford so many times to fix their homes. So then they're going to sit. People are going to move, they're going to lose their homes, and then their homes are going to have to be torn down because they're going to be full of mold. Now, I don't know if there's some way that we can set up a program just for drainage, even in Perry Township. You know, I think the people here, especially from what I hear most people in this room, I myself don't have the problem, but would be willing to pay an extra on Perry Township taxes even for that.
People are anti-tax because there was $2.9 million stolen from the treasurer's office. That's number one. Number two, the commissioners, and I'm not going to criticize them, they imposed the tax 2 years ago, just before I got into office. People got mad. People were irritated. They don't want to be told that. They don't want to be given that. There is no option. So there's the 2 main factors and that's why we've been trying to going out to all the townships and the villages and cities to hear your voice and to let us explain what the situation is and what we're trying to do. I don't think commissioners have ever done that before. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have, but we're the first three, I think, that have gone out to try to find out, you know, what do you want us to do, and explain to you what our situation is. You know, as Tom said, both Jan and Tom have been in office 6 months or less. I've been in 2 years. We are trying to bring back that trust, and we're trying to bring back that confidence that you should have in your elected officials. You should be able to trust. You know that we're not going to take off with your money or do things that aren't proper. So we have been trying to get out to the people and hear what they're saying. But again, the difficulty is the money isn't there.
You know, I think you're hitting us with a cheap shot here. Stark County has taken a lot of hits, and I'm not one that's ever bragged about our sales tax. And but the bottom line is there are other ways to get revenue. And there are other ways to generate that. And as you said, the second one is economics. Now we've taken hit after hit after hit. We're losing jobs just like that. Every time I see that hospital vacant, I think, why would we have let that Veterans Hospital not be built and not used for that? Who would allow that? What an insult to our veterans, what an insult to our township. But at the same time, every time we ask for issues to be solved, it's always an issue of funds. Always an issue of taxes need raised. Now, I commend the person that said, I'll support you. I don't turn down taxes for education or libraries or anything else. But I want that money to be set aside for that. Okay? And unfortunately, the buck is stopping with you.
Tonight, and I've heard these problems for 20 years. I just want to give the township's perspective because I've walked the ditches with Gary. I've been on the doorstep with people that are very frustrated like that. And I've heard the term tonight, pass the buck, and I just want to say something about that because although the commissioners are telling you tonight that with the money coming in and the money going out, it's a matter of prioritizing. From the township's perspective, it isn't prioritizing so much as authority. We've been told by our law director, and it's pretty well settled, that we do have the ability to deal with stormwater problems, but only if they affect the township roadways.
The whole neighborhood filled out a drainage ditch complaint.
Right here.
Yeah, we all sent it in. Mr. Bosley came out. Oh yeah, well, Mr. Laubacher was there. I think you might have been there.
You probably couldn't get out of our allotment that one time. Remember that?
Yeah.
So, it wasn't even about money then, because we have $1 million extra dollars, no problem. But nobody did it.
Is raising taxes to 0.5%, is that even, I mean, I know you can't guarantee, but is that even going to be enough to get the first priority of safety, which is the sheriff's department back in, to give us any sense that this is even going to happen within the next 10 years?